It's something that I guess is played a part in the branding and the thinking behind it when first setting it up. I think ultimately it always came down to creating something that would appeal, was minimal, but there was a subtle meaning behind it. I didn't want something that was in your face. It was something that was, because I think that potentially can limit you as well. I think that the branding is so important to get right, to not only to limit you, but not only to not limit you, but also be defined enough that people would know who you are and recognize you. And I feel that's why, to start with, we started with the 77 logo, which is a number 77. It's got quite a kind of street kind of style design. You see it on some of our products today. That was initially our main logo. But what I over time, as I matured and grew up, and wanted to create clothes that didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves in a specific area. That's why I think it must have been 2018, 2019, the logo changed to be the word 77 threads, Helvetica font, plain, simple. And at the time, a lot of big brands were doing this. Burberry updated their logo to plain, simple text, because that way you're not pigeonholing yourself in a specific area, and it allows you to be, I guess, a bit more creative rather than being that typical street style company that makes the vintage tees or the one design t-shirt, stuff like that. Since then we've been able to do check flannel shirts, and we're always looking to grow into different product streams as well. We've got a couple of conversations going on at the moment about other areas we can develop, not just from a t-shirt and a hoodie perspective. So I think from a story perspective, it's important to still have that subtle hint of identification and an identity. And I think from our website, our stories we tell through the products, we create those stories, but we didn't want to limit it to being very, very specific about this is what we stand for. It was something that could mold and adapt over time, because as the brand grows up, we're only a couple of years old from an idea perspective, and the company was only founded in 2019. In 2-3 years time, we might be completely different in the sense of what we do, what we sell, and the kind of stuff we create. So, but still having that.
Sorry to interrupt. Does it not concern you not having a specific vision as to where the company's going in that regard?
I don't think so. Specifically in fashion, I think fashion trends change so much. It would be wrong to stick with a core kind of vision. I think we have a vision in the sense that we know what we want to do in terms of we want to create quality stuff which is affordable. That will always be the case. In terms of the products and what we create, that will evolve over time as we grow as a business. We can create more stuff, new stuff, but ultimately it's about creating clothes that is like I said, quality from a product perspective and affordable. And over time, as we create new stuff and bring in new audience members, the customers we have today who are a lot of the stuff all the stuff we create is unisex. It's predominantly at ages. Our target market is from ages of 16 to 30 is kind of that kind of range. But people at the lower end of that range are going to be very different to who they are in a few years' time. We don't want to lose them customers. We want to keep them as part of the journey, as part of the brand, but we don't want to limit ourselves to just those people. So we need to adapt as our customers are adapting, but also we want to be able to have a story or have a brand that can bring in new community as a community grows from all ages, both men and women, and to be able to adapt and relate. And I think that's important, to be able to, like I said, have a subtle meaning, have a subtle vision, and create clothes that that change with trends. The good thing about fashion is, you know, trends come and go. You'll see something that is in fashion this year, and then next year it won't be. But 3-4 years down the line, it will be back in trends in trend again. So I think that's you have to have that level within fashion to be able to be flexible and to be able to adapt, but also having that core inner belief and vision, like you said. And for me, it's trying to keep that subtle, but not losing it at the same time.